Hey guys, it's Cassie Waker Cats the Camera, and today, well, remember at the beginning of the month when I was all, oh, I'm gonna have a chill reading month this month? I just can't say no to readathons. So here are my potential picks for the Tome Topple readathon. So as you may or may not know, Tome Topple is all about reading books that are over 500 pages. They're tomes, they're bigger, and yeah. This readathon is going from the 13th to the 26th of this month, and there are a bunch of hosts, I'll leave them all down below, as well as the challenges, which are kind of there, they're not necessary, but I'll tell you what they are anyway. So there are 5 challenges for the Tome Topple. We have read an adult book, read the tome that's been on your TBR the longest, read a tome in a genre that you don't usually read a tome in a series, and read more than one tome. So I have 4 books here. Obviously I'm not going to read all 4 of them in the space of 2 weeks, but I thought it would be nice to have a bit of choice. 3 of these books are on my books to read for 2019 list, so those will probably be the ones that I reach for, but I thought I'd throw the other one in here as well, just in case I'm in the mood for it. So I'm just going to go from smallest book to biggest book, seeing as this is about tomes. These first 2 both have 513 pages. First I have Barracuda by, I always know I'm going to say this wrong, Christos Tsiolkas. That's definitely not right, but let's pretend it is. So I picked this book up because a few years ago I watched the 4-part TV series of this. It's Australian. It's about a guy that is a swimmer, and then something happens, and I think he potentially goes to prison and then comes out of prison, and then he's talking about what happened in the past. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what the book's about. Whereas the TV series was kind of like as it happened when he was younger, and I think this is him talking about it when he's older. Anyway, yes, swimming, potential Olympic swimmer, some violence, some pushy parents. I think there might even be a little element of LGBT in here. Again, don't quote me on that, but I think there is. So yes, there we go. It looks like a big beastie book, well, then I looked and it's only 513 pages, so not too bad. And the other book that's 513 pages is the only one on this list that isn't on my 50 books to read in 2019, so again, it might be the one that I specifically don't choose, but I thought I might as well put it in here, and that is Hate List by Jennifer Brown. This follows a girl who several months previously, her boyfriend had, I think he shot up the school, he definitely killed some people at school, and it follows her feeling guilty, I guess, because previous to that they both got together and wrote this hate list where they talked about people that they didn't like at school, and I'm pretty sure the people on that list were the people that he killed, so it's about feelings and guilt and probably sadness and mourning and stuff, and probably about feeling like you're mourning somebody but also that you can't because they were the person that did it, not one of the victims. So I feel like it'll be a pretty interesting read. Next, with 666 pages, and that is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. I read A Gathering of Shadows last month, so it'll be nice to kind of jump into this one while I'm still fresh in the world, see how it ends, see what's going on. It'll be interesting. And then I can force my sister to read this series because there's a 100% chance she'll enjoy it, and then I can talk to her about it. And last but not least, with 697 pages, is The Sea Witch by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Again, a book I can't really talk much about because this is the 6th book in a series. So yes, this is cool. It's like a steampunk fantasy where all the different races have elements of different insects. So the wasp kingdom can fly and shoot a sting out of their hands. The ant kingdom can all telepathically communicate. The moth kingdom can see in the dark. All that business. It's really cool. Loads of people die, so you won't be disappointed about that. A lot of YA fantasy. Loads of battles happen and everyone lives. Get on into the adult fantasy. We've got about half a character that was in the first book left. So it's always fun though. And the steampunk element of this is that there are apt and inapt races. So some people can use technology and other people can't. Some people can build weapons and vehicles and fly in the sky in a vehicle, not by wings. And other races can't even undo a lock on a door because they're so inapt it goes over their head, they can't comprehend it. Which again, I think is a really cool element of this story. So yeah, there we go. And in terms of the challenges, 3 of these are adult books, if you consider this an adult book. I'm not sure if people consider Shades of Magic adult or not. If not, there's 2 adult books on here. The tome that's been on my TBR the longest is probably this one because my sister lent me the series and it took me ages to get started on it. A tome in a genre you don't normally read would probably be Barracuda, because it's like an adult contemporary. Normally I read YA or new adult contemporary. That counts. And I guess I've not really read much steampunk fantasy, even though I have read fantasy, so maybe that counts as well. These two are both in a series, and if I read 2 of these books or more, that will hit challenge 5. So yes, let me know down below if you're participating in this readathon, if you've read any of these books, if you're interested in them now I've mentioned them, let me know down below. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others, and if you continue to enjoy them then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I will see you in a few days with another video.